Welcome everyone to LEER's technology session highlighting our packaged ice merchandiser product line, now available with environmentally friendly, high performance R290 refrigerant. My name is Brian Nemec. I am the Director of Engineering at LEER and I am responsible for product innovation and portfolio management. I will be the presenter today. Ben Albretz is our VP of Sales with responsibility for sales and distribution of LEER walk-in and reach-in products. You can see linked here a couple of our online resources for eco-friendly product and grocery industry applications. At LEER, our mission is to be your trusted partner for temperature-controlled solutions. LEER manufactures walk-in cooler and freezer panels, ice merchandisers, outdoor reach-in storage freezers, and ice vending machines for use in a broad range of industries and applications, including food retail, supermarket, grocery, and convenience stores. You'll probably notice the iconic snow-capped ice decals on ice merchandisers wherever you purchase packaged ice. In 2020, LEER began offering environmentally friendly, high-performance R290 refrigerant across our packaged ice merchandising and vending product lines. LEER offers models in various sizes from 30 to 155 cubic foot, suited for indoor and outdoor applications. R290 refrigerant is referred to as refrigeration grade propane. It is essentially pure propane and is classified as a hydrocarbon or natural refrigerant. LEER, along with many other commercial refrigeration equipment manufacturers, have found R290 to be high performing, environmentally friendly, and accepted by most all regulatory bodies. Here we will take a look at LEER's history of refrigerants. Since LEER began manufacturing ice merchandisers in 1952, R290 will be our fourth primary refrigerant. R12 was the go-to refrigerant from its introduction in the 1930s across all refrigeration markets until the 1990s. Since then, technology improvements and environmental awareness have driven refrigerant transitions every 10 to 15 years. Our last transition was in 2007 when we began using R404A. Technology and global environmental awareness have again enabled the introduction of a much improved refrigerant, R290. LEER considered R448A as our next generation refrigerant, but in the end moved to R290 due to its performance and eco-friendly characteristics, signaling it will have a long-term commercial acceptance compared to R448A, which is considered to be a transitory or temporary refrigerant. Refrigerant experts like to compare the operation, performance, and reliability of R290 to R12, but with the added benefit of being eco-friendly. Looking at that performance, R290 has a higher thermal conductivity than other refrigerants, enabling higher performance and lower operating costs. The higher performance of the refrigerant enables lower high side compressor pressures, resulting also in lower operating temperatures and a projected longer compressor life. Finally, R290 delivers consistent performance. It is easier to size and verify capillary tube and charge amounts. For the refrigeration technicians in the audience, the glide of R290 is 0, where R404A had a minimal glide of 1 degrees Fahrenheit. R448A, meanwhile, has 7 degrees of glide, which is significant and can make sizing and troubleshooting that refrigeration system more difficult. Zooming back in on our LEER refrigeration history overview chart, here to highlight R290's excellent thermal conductivity. You can see refrigeration potential improvements of 13 to 31% over legacy and other considered refrigerants. Now let's look at how this translates to actual performance in LEER merchandisers. Some of LEER's most popular models are the Model 60 slant outdoor ice merchandisers. Here we have charted the relative energy consumption from data gathered in our test labs for comparable R290 and legacy R404A units across the range of ambient operating temperatures. This chart is for the Model 60 slant auto defrost model. Note the green R290 trend line is noticeably below the R404A trend line across the full temperature range. We're looking at approximately 3 points lower at 70 degrees Fahrenheit, up to over 10 points lower at temps above 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Now let's look at the Model 60 slant cold wall unit. This is more of a traditional chest freezer style, where the cold refrigerant lines are in the wall of the cabinet. On this model, the energy consumption difference is even more dramatic than on the auto defrost configuration. You can see 5 to 7 points of improvement at 70 degrees Fahrenheit, growing to over 20 points at the temps above 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Notice in both charts, the R290 has a flatter energy line than R404A as temps increase. I mentioned earlier that R290 operates at lower pressures and temperatures than R404A. Those lower operating pressures and temperatures allow R290 to perform much better at higher ambient conditions, enabling significant energy savings potential in hot summer months. Now let's transition to the second reason LEER chose R290 as our new primary refrigerant, its environmental and sustainability aspects. R290 is classified as a hydrocarbon refrigerant. It's natural, non-toxic, and one of the top alternatives to hydrofluorocarbon refrigerants, or HFCs. It has near zero global warming potential, a GWP of 3. It has zero ozone depletion potential, or ODP. Hydrocarbon refrigerants have broad commercial market acceptance, both domestically and internationally, where manufacturers have transitioned complete product lines to R290. R290 is projected to have a long-term approval as a commercial refrigerant, where industry and regulatory bodies are working on increasing charge limitations, which will open up the refrigerant to even broader application range. And now we will look at the third reason LEER has chosen R290, regulatory compliance. Hydrofluorocarbon, or HFC phase down, has been a complex and confusing saga. The EPA introduced SNAP guidelines that were originally targeted for January 1st of 2020 effectivity, but they were vacated by the US Supreme Court a few years before that. Then the California Air Resources Board, or CARB, adopted those SNAP rules and set a phase-out date for R404A in California of January 1st, 2020. The US Climate Alliance continues to grow at 24 states, and as noted here, additional states have followed California's lead. Your state may not be affected yet, but it probably will be at some point. Let's look now at the actions LEER has taken to be able to manufacture ice merchandisers with R290 refrigerant. To make this refrigerant transition, LEER has invested and continues to invest heavily in upgrading our refrigeration manufacturing process equipment to ensure capacity to supply high-quality merchandisers. Here you can see the highlights of some of LEER's investments, ranging from refrigeration, leak detection, precision charge metering, refrigerant containment and plant safety, even backup power generation. Finally, we're going to look at some of the other environmental sustainability efforts LEER is engaged in. We're going to look at our foam, insulated foam. Blowing agents and resins are the two components that combine to make the insulation in your temperature-controlled storage solutions. Blowing agents are gases that help foam resin in its liquid form become solid. The substance helps expand and harden the liquid into foamed-in-place insulation our products are known for. They also produce gases and air pockets you can see in the hard foam, which helps provide the insulative properties. For keeping things cold, this insulation is crucial. Before 1990, chlorofluorocarbons, or CFCs, were the main blowing agent in foam insulation. These ozone destroyers were banned by the 1990 Montreal Protocol. The world then moved to hydrofluorocarbons, or HFCs, which were better but still harmful to the environment. Now, in 2021, we're using foaming agents that do not include HFCs. HFOs, or hydrofluoroolefins, have just 0.1% of the global warming potential of HFCs, a short atmospheric life, and zero ozone depletion potential. They're high performing and have little environmental impact. Also worth noting, all LEER walk-in coolers and freezers are compliant with the Department of Energy Annual Walk-in Energy Factor, or AWEF, requirements. Also, LEER packaged ice merchandisers are listed on the Department of Energy's Appliance and Equipment Standards Compliance Certification Database. That wraps up our presentation for today. Thank you for your time, and you can find out more information on our website at leerinc.com/eco-friendly. We would love to earn the opportunity to be your trusted partner in temperature-controlled storage solutions.